pal Schneebles here. How's it going, my little Schneebelites? I guess you're wondering why I called you all here today, right? I think it's important for us to finally talk about this. Everyone's been talking about it. I know you're probably thinking, hey, why haven't you talked to us about it? You should probably address this with us, right? So I'm going to go ahead and talk about the ban list. Well, here at Team DNP, we actually tried making our own ban list recently. It was a lot of fun. You should probably do this with your friends. It could work out for you. It's a good substitute for a lack of ban list that we have today. So what we did is we basically took the exact number of forbidden, semi-limited, and limited monsters, and we created a Google Docs. And amongst us 5 here at Team DNP, we all were able to add our own monsters to the list, and then whichever ones were voted on more than once or agreed to by the others after final voting, we were able to finally come up with that ban list, which if y'all like, I think we could probably post that ban list for you. It's a little interesting, it's a little weird. It's prior to Raging Tempest, but we were just really in the need for a new ban list, and we're kind of getting tired of the old one. So anyway, so why isn't there a ban list? I don't know. Nobody knows, right? Konami hasn't given one. That's okay. Konami makes the game. They can do whatever they want. If they don't want to make a ban list, that's fine. But to you, the everyday casual player, or the advanced player, okay, some of you, I don't know. But you here in our audience, I'm guessing, you're researching into making decks and structures and formats and openings and what's going on in Yu-Gi-Oh! And so you're kind of wanting to get to know what's going on. Like I said, we don't know. So I guess today I'd like to just let's analyze this. With all the new engines, the new sets, things that are coming out today, everything that came out with Raging Tempest, everything that came out with Fusion Enforcers, all the upgrades to Fusion monsters, and Fluffles being brought up a bit. Alistair and all the invoked Fusion monsters, which are, they're creating a little havoc. Zodiacs, which are topping, and Paleo Frogs, of course, is doing great. Kaijus, which are amazingly anti-meta, and you can't really negate them. You can't do really much against them. Once they've tributed your monster, all you can do is stall on bottomless or something like that, but then you get rid of the monster that's on your side of the field. So, I guess the question is, of all these new powerful engines, and the artifacts are now becoming a little more relevant, which is also, what's going to be banned? What's coming off of the list? So I'm going to just make a very, I wouldn't say it's pointless, because there's always a potential for this happening, but it's a lot of fun to do, kind of brainstorm with your friends. So I'll tell you what we did with Team DNP. We actually decided that several cards that have been mainstays to the list for a while should be coming off. 2 for sure, and then several potentially. And those would be Monster Born should come off. I know, Monster Born, that's a controversial card, right? The ability to just special summon a monster from either graveyard, right? But it's a good card, and several formats ago it was still here, so that I think it could be making a comeback, if not on this list, at least at some point. It's a fun card, it's a great card, it's a classic card, and honestly, there's so many monsters with effects or traps and spells with effects similar to Monster Born that Monster Born really isn't as OP as it was to make it banned in the first place. If anything, it could become limited. Another card would be Pot of Greed. That's a little bit more OP, but if that card became limited, everybody has draw power anyway. Why not give everybody the ability to use Pot of Greed? Just draw your 2 cards. Just one, everybody could have one. It could be a game changer. That is, I think, important within the game today, because we have these new sets that are trying to make game changers. We have this new Link summoning format coming up. It's supposed to be a game changer. It's supposed to kind of get Yu-Gi-Oh! Back to the basic, back to what it was before this whole, oh, my card's more expensive than yours, and my deck's more expensive than yours, so I'm probably going to win. I invested in the correct card, so I can win. I know the right combo, I can win. There's a little bit less skill, so after man, I'm going to agree with you on that, but there's still a certain amount of skill that needs to be played. Like, if you go back to the GOAT format, of course, that's all the skill in the world. But what I think is that you need to bring back cards like that so that it gets everybody on the same level playing field. Like, you have cards like Cup of Face, it's a flip a coin. It's a really big risk, but if it pays off, that's a game changer. You know what I mean? Or Geki. Sometimes you gotta blow shit up. That's a game changer. So, why not throw in Pot of Greed to everybody? Just one. Just limit it. Pot of Greed would be great. Another card that we would like to see coming off of the list would be Chaos Emperor Dragon, Envoy of the End. That's a great card. I love the art. I think it would be cool to have Black Luster Soldier and Chaos Emperor Dragon both being limited, because it's, I mean, the Chaos engine, first of all, it's a weak engine. It's not a great engine. Not many decks utilize the balance of light and dark either. But imagine just being able to, like, oh, you know, I just, you know, wipe the field for 1,000, wipe everything in hand, make it a level playing field. What is that card that we were just talking about earlier? Game Changers. It's a great card. I do believe that that should come off of the ban list. So those are 3 cards that I think that should be coming off the list for sure. For limited, I think that Totally Awesome could become limited, just because of how OP it is, and it's, I mean, it's being used a lot less, of course. But I think that it's a card that if somebody has 2 on the board, it's kind of cloggy. It's a pain to deal with, and it kind of ruins the game. And I don't want to say like, oh, I'm just get rage quit, kind of ruin the game, but it's just the effect that it has and its ability to recycle makes it like, it's irrelevant. You don't need to have more than one. And if you're running more than one, it's kind of pointless too, because if you're going into 2 of them, then you don't need 2 to win. You should be able to win with just one. You should have balance within your deck to win. Anyway, so yeah. Or if you hit Vomit Shark, I mean, that'll basically make it so that not many decks except for Toads could actually use Toad. So I guess that would work. I hear that Norden would become forbidden. I could see that happening. Rank 4s would take a hit. Zodiacs would take a hit. My Celtic Guardian deck would take a hit. That's a little painful to me, but I could see it happening. With Zodiacs, I don't know, it would take a hit. I mean, I think that if you just got Norden, maybe Emerald, Wind Witches, could take a hit to hit Invoked. But with Zodiacs, I mean, I don't think any of them should be hit. I think that there's enough balance within the deck. It's a fast deck, but I mean, I've never really had a problem dueling it. I've never seen it as an OP deck. It's great for rank 4s, but like I said, I mean, their engine works a certain way, and if you mess up the end, like, you can only do so much to affect the engine. Just like with Burning Abyss, you could limit Beatrice, but you're really not going to do anything. You could limit Dante, you do something, but it's against the point. I think that was Zodiac's, maybe Rapier, but that's if anything. With Invoked, the Fusion card, the spell card, I think that could possibly become semi-limited because of how powerful it is, not only with that deck, but with any deck. Like, I made a Invoke Gaia deck because I love Gaia. I've been making my Gaia deck a little bit better and better. Now it's like a tier 7. I mean, it's still really weak and non-competitive, but it's a fun deck, right? So I think, like, the ability for that spell card to just do almost anything, it's just insane. To fuse from your opponent's graveyard. I mean, it's just Super Polymerization's forbidden, but this one, not. So if this is gonna stay, I think that Super Poly will become limited at least. Maybe bring that card back. That'd be great. But yeah, Wind Witches I think could take a hit. I could see Blue Eyes Alternative honestly becoming semi-limited. I've been thinking about that. Another card that I could potentially see becoming limited would be like what's it called? It's with the DDD deck, and which is crazy because the DDDs obviously aren't a meta deck anymore. They were for like a week, right? Sorry, Glipglop. But I could see them taking a hit. I don't know where. Probably Genghis King. That card is the staple go into everything card. Or maybe the Contract with Swamp King. Those 2 cards, I think it'd be one or the other becoming semi or limited, but none forbidden. See, like, I can't think of anything that would be forbidden. Maybe Cyber Dragon Infinity, that could become no, see, but I mean, it's a great card, but why forbid it? I honestly don't think any cards on the forbidden list should be forbidden. I would love Chicken Game to be coming back. I mean, it was never, was it? No. Clash of Rebellions, no. It's always been forbidden. except when it came out. But chicken game would be awesome. Like, I want to make a format where chicken game is back, and we could just like, oh man, pay 1,000. Like, oh man, who's gonna go first? You know, that would be fun. But I mean, it's not gonna happen. Anyway, so I don't know. I think that's all I have to say about that. But if you know any cards that you think that could become forbidden or come off of the list, let us know. You know, comment here in the section. Let us, and also guys from Team DNP, if y'all want to comment for everybody else to see what your potential new list or redos would be. You know, set in the comment section. Anyway, as always, this is your boy Schneebles. I hope you have a good one. Come back and see us. Subscribe, like, share, and do your thing. Schneebles out.